Increasing numbers of motivated farming families are creating niche, vertically integrated businesses. And consumers, who are interested in knowing where their food comes from and how it's produced, are the beneficiaries of these enterprising operators. It took the Carey family about a year of planning and setting up to create their business, Green Meadows Beef.
Green Meadows Beef is an evolution of 3 generations of farming that have happened in our family. We started a paddock-to-plate Angus beef operation around about 2 years ago, delivering grass-fed beef from our farm in coastal Taranaki to customers' doors nationwide. The business or the project, Green Meadows Beef, was one of those sitting around the family dinner table on a Sunday night, sort of battling things out, working out what was going to happen. So really it was my father's idea to really step outside and take his products from the farm to people's dinner tables all over the country. As with any business involved in retail and meat in particular, we notice quite a lot of spikes in demand through the year. So we lead up to a peak of around about 10 to 11 animals a week into Christmas. And then now that we're in March at the moment, so we are building again into winter. So really we're on average of processing 7 carcasses a week. We supply direct to consumers who purchase from our website. So we've got a custom website where customers can select a range of meat packs, special products and other items we have on our website. We then deliver those direct to the door via courier, generally within 48 hours of them placing the order. We also supply into supermarkets, mostly gourmet supermarkets like Faro Fresh and More Wilson's. And then thirdly, we supply wholesale and to restaurants with branded product on the menu.
I've been here for the best part of 60 odd years. Went away to school in Wellington for a couple of years, but returned. Milking cows since I was 16, basically. But I just didn't want to milk cows anymore. The boys weren't interested in farming per se, although they are interested in business. So we cashed up some assets. We had the opportunity and the ability, so for the last 6 years I've been finishing steers. Basically, we prefer the traditional beef, whether that's Angus Hereford or straight Angus or an Angus derivative anyway. As long as it's got some Angus in it, it seems to prime up pretty nicely. Angus Charolais is a very good cross, an extremely good cross. They yield very, very high. And because we can't use all of the beef that we produce for our needs at Green Meadows Beef, we do still export some steers through the traditional means, through freezing works. The majority of the animals come from Gisborne. I go to Matawhera maybe once a month, maybe once every 2 months. Not always myself personally. I have an agent that does some buying for me. We've found that they shift exceedingly well. We buy them at around about 360, 380 kilos and take them up to 550, 560 for Green Meadows, but we take them up to 620 for export. We get a lot of questions about our feeding policy. A lot of our customers are adamant they don't want any grain in the animals, particularly palm kernel. So we don't feed any grain at all, nothing. No maize silage, it's just what we grow in grass and grass silage. The only other feedback was our Scotch fillet wasn't that flash, and that was because we were cutting them too thin to get the 250 grams. So we've pushed it up to 300 gram pieces and they're fine. It's very good again. If you wish to have grain-fed beef, buy it in from America or buy it in from Australia or buy it in from Canada, because they can grow their grain a lot more efficiently than we can. If you want a point of difference, New Zealand is the place to get grass-fed beef, so we're just sticking with that. There is a lot of tension between the farm and the processor is ourselves, of course, but they are 2 separate businesses. And as the farmer with my farmer hat on, I'm always wanting more, and the processor, as Nick is running the business, always wants it for less. So I think that tension is healthy. We can't subsidise that business selling meat to the end customer, because then this farm can't survive to go and replace the cattle that it's just sold. That tension is healthy. It keeps it authentic, it keeps it efficient.
We ship a range of meat packs out from here in New Plymouth to customers all over the country. It turns up at their door by courier. Next day, get a little goodie pack, all packed with ice packs, which keeps it nice and cool, and then the range of products comes to them all ready for their freezer, vacuum packed or packed in bags for the sausages. Good shelf life and keeps it ready to go. The packs are balanced in a way to use the whole carcass. Invariably, people do want more steak than mince and sausages, but we really designed the packs in a way that it did use the whole carcass. We do have a unique swapper feature on the website as well, so if people don't want some of those cuts, they can swap them out for other cuts, but again, it's got to be similar value cuts as well. So all products are packed, all vacuum packed, all sent. We run a food safety program, so everything is verified and tested, shelf life, things like that. We're not the only one in this space, particularly in beef. There are a number of other players. I guess we offer a couple of points of difference. We do guarantee that the products are grass-fed. We do have our own processing facilities here in New Plymouth, which again means that we control that side of the process as well, so the aging, the butchering and delivery, and we're full-time. I guess the most important part from my end is ensuring that quality is always there, because I'm the one sitting here keeping an eye on the process. I believe that our customers come back to us for a number of reasons. We provide a very good service, both from initial ordering through to following up on their deliveries. There's never any issues with freight because we're always across the deliveries during the day. Our price point is comparable to supermarkets, so essentially if you can afford to buy your beef at one of the major supermarkets, you can afford to shop with us. People enjoy the convenience of having a meat pack delivered to their door, and also we think the meat's better, and our customers are telling us that they're noticing the difference from the type of beef that they're able to buy elsewhere. We're a growing business and continually looking to grow. We're really only using about a third of the animals each week that the farm is able to sustain. So we're looking to really push ahead to the next phase, which includes some rollouts of some new products across the country, with also that cautious approach to growth. We want to make sure that when we are growing that we're profitable, and that the growth is very profitable, not just growing for the sake of growing.
This program was made with funding from New Zealand On Air.